Be me. 26 years old, working as a cashier at Home Depot because the job market is absolutely destroyed. Hey guys, I'm not a software engineer. I'm broke. Send job leads, please. Living in a studio apartment that costs more than it should and eating ramen like it's a food group. Buddy from work named Kevin keeps trying to set me up on dates because he thinks I'm too pathetic being single. Dude, you need to get out there, he says while we're restocking paint supplies. Tell him I'm fine, but he's relentless. Shows me his girlfriend's friend on Instagram. Her name is Brittany. She's cute, works as a dental hygienist, seems normal enough. Kevin sets up a double date for mini golf this Saturday because apparently that's what people do now. Saturday comes and I'm nervous as hell. Meet up at this bougie mini golf place called Paradise Putt that has a tiki theme and overpriced drinks. Brittany shows up and she's even prettier in person, wearing this sundress and has her hair in a ponytail. We do the awkward introduction thing and she seems friendly, smiling a lot, making jokes. Kevin and his girlfriend Lisa go to get scorecards while Brittany and I pick out putters. Have you played mini golf before? She asks. Have absolutely played mini golf before. Used to go with my family every summer. Actually pretty decent at it. But something in my stupid brain decides this is the moment to be strategic. Not really. I'm probably going to be terrible. Lie through my teeth. Figure if I play badly, she'll feel good about herself. Maybe offer to help. Create some rom-com moment where she teaches me. First hole is this windmill obstacle and Kevin goes first, gets it in 4 strokes. Lisa goes next, takes her 3 tries, they're both average. Brittany steps up and I'm expecting normal recreational player energy. She lines up her shot with this intense focus I wasn't prepared for. Swings and the ball goes through the windmill perfectly, curves around the path and drops straight into the hole. Hole in 1 on the first try. We all just stare. Nice shot, Lisa says enthusiastically. Brittany just shrugs. Got lucky. My turn, and I'm committed to the bit now, so I deliberately hit it too hard. Ball bounces off 3 walls and ends up further from the hole than where I started. Takes 6 strokes to finally get it in, acting sheepish the whole time. Brittany pats my shoulder. Don't worry, you'll get the hang of it. Second hole, and she gets another hole in 1. Third hole, same thing. By the 4th hole, Kevin pulls me aside. Dude, I think she might be really good at this. No shit, Kevin. Thanks for that observation. Starting to realize my plan was monumentally stupid. 5th hole has this loop-de-loop feature, and I'm still pretending to be incompetent. Miss the loop entirely. Ball goes into the water hazard. Brittany is being super encouraging. It's okay. This one is tricky. Meanwhile, she's absolutely destroying the course. Hasn't scored above par once. Other people playing near us are starting to watch her, whispering to each other. Some dad with his kids literally stops to film her shot on the 8th hole. By hole 12, I'm getting annoyed. Not at her, but at myself for this stupid charade, and also kind of at her for being so impossibly good. She's not even bragging, just casually sinking impossible shots like it's nothing. Do you play often? Lisa asks her. Brittany laughs. I used to compete, actually. Did the professional mini golf circuit for like 5 years. Kevin and Lisa are fascinated asking questions. I'm standing there feeling like an absolute clown. Professional mini golf circuit, of course. Naturally, why wouldn't she be? Wow, that's so cool. Why'd you stop? Lisa asks. Needed something more stable financially, plus I was getting burned out competing, she explains. 13th hole and she offers to give me tips. Here, let me show you, she says and stands behind me to adjust my grip. She's close and smells like vanilla, and I'm supposed to be having a cute moment, but I'm just seething. See, you want to keep your wrists firm and follow through, she demonstrates. Nod along, pretending this is new information. Take my shot and deliberately shank it again. Can see her trying not to look disappointed in my complete lack of improvement. Kevin gives me this look like, what are you doing? And I ignore him. Finish the course and final scores are, Brittany absolutely obliterated us with like 15 under par. I came in dead last with a score that would embarrass a blindfolded toddler. We go to the snack bar after and get fries and drinks. Brittany is being sweet, touching my arm when she laughs, seems genuinely interested in me despite witnessing my horrible performance. Maybe I can teach you sometime, she suggests. Make it a regular thing? Smile and agree, even though internally I'm plotting how to avoid mini golf for the rest of my life. We exchange numbers and she texts me that night. Had fun today. You're really sweet, even if mini golf isn't your thing. Text back something casual and non-committal. Over the next 2 weeks, we go on 3 more dates. Coffee shop where we talk for hours, movie where she holds my hand, dinner at this Italian place. She's actually cool, funny, has this sarcastic sense of humor I appreciate. Tells me about working with kids at the dental office, dealing with Karens who don't understand fluoride. I tell her about Home Depot customers asking me where things are when the signs are literally right there. Hey guys, I'm not a software engineer. I'm broke. Send job leads, please. Joke during dinner. She laughs. The job market is insane right now. You'll find something better. Starting to actually like her, which makes the mini golf lie feel even more stupid. Fourth date, she suggests we go mini golfing again. My stomach drops. Or we could do something else? Suggests desperately. Come on, I want to help you get better. It'll be fun, she insists. Can't think of an excuse fast enough, so I agree. Spend the next few days stressing about it. Kevin asks how things are going. Pretty good, except she wants to go mini golfing again. He looks confused. So go mini golfing? What's the problem? Explain the whole pretending to be bad situation. He stares at me. You're an idiot. Just tell her you were nervous and played badly, but you're actually okay at it. Consider this for approximately 2 seconds before deciding that's too rational. Saturday arrives and we meet at a different mini golf place called Treasure Island Adventure Golf. She's excited. Brought her own putter, which is apparently a thing serious players do. Okay, so today we're going to focus on your stance and grip, she says in full instructor mode. First hole and she's standing behind me again, adjusting my posture. You're too tense. Relax your shoulders, she coaches. Hit the ball and deliberately send it wide. Can see frustration flicker across her face for a second before she covers it with encouragement. That's okay. Let's try again on the next one. Second hole and she's demonstrating proper technique, explaining angles and momentum. Nodding along like this is revolutionary information. My turn, and I hit it marginally better, but still bad on purpose. Better? You're improving, she says, but her voice has this strained quality. By hole 7, she's getting noticeably less patient. You're not listening to what I'm telling you, she says, not unkindly but firmly. Sorry, I'm trying. Lie, feeling defensive. She sighs. Let me just show you one more time. Demonstrates, and her ball goes in perfectly. My turn, and I hit it terribly again. Might have overdone it because the ball goes backwards somehow. How did you even do that? She asks, genuinely baffled. Shrug helplessly. She's quiet for a moment. Are you doing this on purpose? Heart stops. What? No, I'm just bad at mini golf, say unconvincingly. She's looking at me with this expression I can't read. It's just weird because you're making mistakes that contradict each other. Like sometimes you hit too hard, sometimes too soft. Your aim is inconsistent in a way that seems almost deliberate. Panic mode activated. I don't know what you want me to say, I'm just not good at this. Get defensive. She holds up her hands. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. Rest of the game is awkward as hell. Barely talking, just going through the motions. She's still playing perfectly, but there's no joy in it. I'm still playing terribly, but now it feels malicious instead of cute. Finish the course, and she suggests we skip the snack bar. I should probably get going. Early shift tomorrow, she says. Walk to our cars in silence. I'll text you, she offers, but it sounds uncertain. Drive home feeling angry, but not entirely sure at what. Week goes by and she does text, but the energy is different. Responses are shorter, less enthusiastic, no more cute emojis or jokes. Suggest meeting up and she's busy. Suggest another day and she's also busy. Kevin asks how things are going. She's being weird. He gives me this look. Dude, you lied to her and then got defensive when she called you out. What did you expect? Tell him he doesn't understand the situation. I understand you're self-sabotaging because you're insecure, he says. Tell him to shut up and go back to stocking shelves. 2 weeks after the second mini golf disaster, she finally agrees to meet for coffee. Show up and she's already there, looking tired. Sit down and there's this uncomfortable silence. Look, I like you, but I feel like you're not being honest with me, she starts. Here we go. The mini golf thing is weird. Either you're actually terrible and got defensive when I tried to help, or you were pretending and I don't understand why you'd do that. Have a choice here. Come clean and apologize like a normal person, or double down. Guess which one I choose. I wasn't pretending. You're just really intense about mini golf and it made me uncomfortable, say, which is technically true but also deflecting. She looks hurt. I was just trying to help because you seemed frustrated with yourself. Well, maybe I didn't want help. Maybe I was fine being bad at it. Voice raising slightly. Coffee shop is starting to attract attention from other customers. She's looking at me like she doesn't recognize me. Why are you being like this? Being like what? Honest? You're the one making a big deal about mini golf of all things. She stands up. You know what? I don't need this. Good luck with everything. Walks out, and I'm sitting there feeling vindicated and furious and also kind of sick. Kevin texts me an hour later. Lisa just called me. What did you do? Apparently Brittany called Lisa, crying about how the date went. You made her cry over mini golf? Are you serious right now? Kevin's text continues. Don't respond, just go home and play video games aggressively. Next few days I'm in a mood. Coworkers are giving me space because I'm apparently radiating hostility. Keep thinking about the situation, replaying it, getting angrier each time. She embarrassed me with her perfect mini golf skills, made me feel incompetent, and then had the audacity to question my honesty. This narrative makes no sense, but I'm committed to it now. Stewing in my apartment, eating pizza, and watching Digimon reruns because apparently I'm 12 years old emotionally. Remember this episode where Ty gets all dark and angry and almost gets everyone killed because he can't handle his feelings? Ignore the obvious parallel. Week later, I'm scrolling social media and see Brittany posted photos from some mini golf tournament. She's holding a trophy, smiling with her team, looks genuinely happy. Caption says something about winning the regional championship. Comments are full of people congratulating her. See one comment from her dental office account. So proud of our champion, taking Monday off to celebrate. An idea starts forming. A really terrible idea. Remember, she mentioned her boss is kind of strict about social media and professionalism. Rational part of my brain is screaming to stop. Angry petty part is already typing. Create a burner account. Make it look semi-legitimate. Write a long post tagging her dental office about how unprofessional it is that their hygienist is bragging about playing games instead of focusing on her job. Add some made-up complaints about her being distracted during my appointment. Claim she was rough with my teeth and seemed more interested in talking about mini golf. Post goes up and I feel this rush of satisfaction followed immediately by guilt. Guilt lasts approximately 30 seconds before I convince myself she deserves this for making me feel stupid. Over the next few days, I make several more burner accounts. Leave negative reviews on the dental office page mentioning her specifically. Nothing too extreme, just enough to seem like a pattern. Hygienist seemed unprofessional and rushed. Felt like she didn't care about my dental health. Would not recommend seeing Brittany. 2 weeks later, Kevin corners me at work. Did you hear what happened to Brittany? Play dumb. No? What? Someone's been leaving fake reviews about her and the dental office is investigating. She might lose her job. Feel my stomach drop but keep my face neutral. That's crazy. People are awful online. He's looking at me suspiciously. Yeah, crazy. Lisa said it started right after you guys stopped talking. Shrug. Coincidence, probably. Lots of psychos on the internet. He doesn't look convinced, but drops it. That night, Lisa texts me directly, which is unusual. I know it was you. Heart racing, type back. What was me? The reviews. Brittany is devastated. Her boss is threatening to fire her because it's affecting the practice's reputation. Why would you do this? Stare at the message for a long time. Could come clean, apologize, try to fix this. Instead, I respond, you have no proof, and honestly, it's pretty offensive that you'd accuse me of something like that. She texts back, you're pathetic, and then blocks me. Kevin stops talking to me at work beyond what's necessary. Good, didn't need their judgment anyway. A month later, and I hear through the grapevine that Brittany got put on probation at work. Her boss apparently gave her a formal warning about maintaining professionalism and monitoring her online presence. She had to take down all her mini golf posts and tournament photos. Stopped competing entirely because the drama was affecting her employment. Feel this weird mix of satisfaction and something else I don't want to examine. She hurt my ego, I hurt her career. Seems fair in my twisted logic. 3 months pass and I've basically become a hermit. Work, home, sleep, repeat. Eating worse. Apartment is a mess, haven't shaved in weeks. Boss at Home Depot pulls me aside. You doing okay? Your performance has been slipping. Tell him. I'm fine, just tired. He suggests I talk to someone, maybe a therapist. Laugh because therapy is expensive and for Redditors who can afford to process their emotions. He looks concerned but doesn't push it. Kevin got transferred to a different department, probably requested it to avoid me. One evening, I'm closing up the paint section when someone approaches. Look up and it's Brittany standing there. Freeze like I've been caught, even though technically I'm just doing my job. She looks different, thinner, tired, no smile. "Hi," she says quietly. "Hi," respond, gripping the paint can I'm holding. "Can we talk?" Every instinct says to refuse, but I nod. We go outside to the parking lot after my shift, stand there in the fluorescent lights by the shopping carts. She's hugging herself even though it's not that cold. "I know it was you," she says finally. "The reviews, the fake complaints." Open my mouth to deny it, but she holds up her hand. "I'm not here to yell at you or threaten to report you or anything. I just want to understand why. Could continue denying, could walk away, could do a lot of things. You made me feel stupid," hear myself say. She looks confused. "At mini golf?" "Yeah, at mini golf. You were so perfect at it, and I was trying to be charming by being bad, but you just kept being better and better, and it made me feel like an idiot." She's quiet for a moment. "So you lied about being bad at it?" Feel exposed and defensive again. "I wasn't that good anyway. I just didn't want you to think I was trying too hard." She laughs, but it's not a happy sound. "So you pretended to be worse than you were, to not seem try-hard, and when I tried to help you got upset, and then you decided to destroy my career over it?" Put that way, it sounds insane. "I didn't destroy your career, I left some reviews. Some reviews that got me put on probation, made me stop competing, and ruined my relationship with my boss, who I've worked for 5 years. She's not crying, but her voice is shaking. "I really liked you. I thought we had something. And you did this because you felt embarrassed?" Standing there realizing I could apologize, could take responsibility, but something in me won't let me do it. "Maybe if you weren't so obnoxiously good at mini golf, this wouldn't have happened." She stares at me. "Are you serious right now?" "I'm just saying you were being kind of show-offy about it. I was playing mini golf normally. You're the one who was playing badly on purpose." "Well, how was I supposed to know you were a professional? You didn't mention it until we were already playing." Can hear how ridiculous I sound, but can't stop. "I mentioned I played recreationally when we were texting before the first date. You just didn't ask follow-up questions." She's right, she did mention it. Choose to ignore this fact. "Look, I'm sorry you got in trouble at work, but that's not really my fault. People leave bad reviews all the time." She's looking at me like I'm a stranger. "You're not going to take responsibility for any of this, are you?" Cross my arms. "I don't know what you want me to say. I want you to admit you lied, admit you sabotaged me, and apologize like an adult." We stare at each other. "I didn't do anything wrong," say, even though we both know it's a lie. She nods slowly. "Okay, I guess I have my answer." Turns to leave. Watch her walk toward her car. Part of me wants to call out, "Stop her, fix this." Larger part is too proud and stubborn and broken. She gets in her car and sits there for a minute before driving away. Go home and feel nothing, which is somehow worse than feeling bad. Kevin texts me next day. "Lisa told me Brittany confronted you. What did you say?" Don't respond. He texts again. "She's trying to rebuild her life and you can't even apologize? That's low, man." Block his number. 2 weeks later, I'm in the break room and overhear some coworkers talking. "Yeah, that dental hygienist who got review bombed. Turns out it was all fake. Her office investigated and cleared her." My head snaps up. How'd they figure it out? Something about IP addresses and account creation times. All came from the same location, apparently. Feel my blood run cold. Is she suing whoever did it? Nah, she apparently said she just wants to move on. Boss gave her a promotion as an apology for how they handled it. They continued talking, but I've stopped listening. She knew it was me, had proof, could have buried me legally and professionally. Chose not to. Chose to just move on with her life while I'm stuck in this anger. Sitting in the break room, having this realization and feeling worse than ever. Not worse enough to do anything about it, though. Pride's a hell of a drug. A month later, I'm scrolling Instagram on a random Tuesday. Brittany's profile pops up and suggested apparently she unblocked me. Her recent posts show her at mini golf tournaments again, smiling, holding trophies. One post from last week shows her at a competition with a caption about overcoming obstacles and not letting negativity win. Comments are full of support. One comment from the dental office. "Our champion is back. So proud of your resilience." She's thriving despite what I did, maybe because of what she survived. Meanwhile, I'm still working at Home Depot, still alone, still bitter. Kevin runs into me at the grocery store a few days later. It's awkward, but he stops to talk. "How have you been?" Shrug. "Same old, you?" "Good, actually. Lisa and I got engaged." Congratulate him half-heartedly. "Brittany's doing really well too, in case you were wondering," he adds. Wasn't wondering out loud, but was definitely thinking about it. Good for her. He looks at me like he wants to say something else, but decides against it. Take care of yourself, man, he finally says and walks away. Another month passes and I get a message request on Instagram. It's from Brittany. Heart starts racing as I open it. Hey, I've been thinking a lot about what happened between us. I was really angry for a long time and hurt and confused, but I've been working on myself and I realized I need to let it go for my own peace. I forgive you for what you did. I don't need you to apologize or explain or anything. I just wanted you to know that I'm not carrying that anger anymore. I hope you find whatever it is you're looking for. Take care. Stare at the message for probably 20 minutes. She's forgiving me, offering closure, being the bigger person, have this opportunity to respond gracefully, to finally apologize, to maybe find some redemption. Type out several responses, delete them all, eventually just leave her unread. She's moved on, she's happy, she forgave me. Good for her. I'm still angry about the mini golf, still convinced somehow I was justified. Block her account so I don't have to see her success. Go back to scrolling, feeling hollow. Work is terrible, life is terrible, apartment smells like old takeout. Coworker asks if I'm okay and I snap at them. Boss calls me into the office about my attitude. You need to figure out what's going on with you. This isn't sustainable. Nod and say I'll work on it. Won't work on it. Therapy is expensive, and for Redditors, remember? Problems are everyone else's fault anyway. 6 months after the whole thing started, I'm alone on a Saturday night, eating microwaved burritos and watching Digimon, episode where the kids have to face their fears and weaknesses to evolve. They all succeed because they're brave enough to confront their issues. I'm not them. Phone buzzes, notification that Kevin posted something. It's his wedding photos, he and Lisa looking happy. Swipe through and see Brittany in some of them. She was in the wedding party. She's laughing in every photo, dancing, surrounded by friends. She won. Not because she got revenge or made me suffer, but because she chose to heal and move forward while I chose to rot in my resentment. Look around my disaster apartment at my disaster life. Could change, could be better, could still apologize and try to make amends. But that would require admitting I was wrong. Admitting I'm the villain in this story. Admitting that my ego is so fragile, it broke over mini golf. And I destroyed someone's peace because of it. Too much work, honestly. Easier to just stay here, stay angry, stay convinced I'm somehow the victim. Brittany moved on and forgave me. Kevin moved on with his life. Lisa definitely moved on. I'm the only one still stuck. My face when I ruined someone's life over mini golf and she forgave me anyway. That feeling when you're the villain but too proud to stop being one.